Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Y'all remember when those terms weren't offensive? What a crazy time period 2026 is. Welcome back to this strange corner of the internet on YouTube. In case you're not familiar with me, my name is John Tectone, Jonathan Teckless, and today we will be talking about Cenat. It appears Cenat has found himself in some hot water and he doesn't even know how to swim. Very strange. Shout out to you, WestJet. Very strange time we found ourselves in. Now, during my leave of absence, things that I do besides gym have a large amount of sex, but I do a lot of tweeting on Elon Musk's social media platform, Twitter. And Cenat, in case you don't know, is a streamer that I've been very critical of due to the fact that, well, when you hold that much influence and power over the streaming space, it's very important to keep those things in check and kind of talk about what works and what doesn't, and pros and cons, people who are in the power in these ecosystems that affect me, you, and much more. Like, so for example, the way that I affect the ecosystem is I encourage a lot of children to gamble. And the way Cenat encourages or influences the streaming space is he gets streamers to learn that the more you say the N-word, the funnier you become. Now, I want to make this very clear. I don't make these videos to garner new viewers. I'll be real. I'm not going to get any new viewers talking about Cenat because I'm not black. And that's okay. But we're here to talk about Kai. If you know me, my opinion on Kai is very neutral. I think the guy is funny. I think, I think he's got a good heart. I just think the guy is a little bit ignorant. And that's okay. We all are. I mean, you got to understand, this is a guy who started streaming when he was 19, and now he's the prime age of 24. A lot of people assume that he's a little bit older, but no, Kai, he's a kid. Speed, he's a kid. A lot of these streamers that we all watch, that we all enjoy, well, some people enjoy, or they're youngins. You got somebody like me, I'm 30 fucking 2. You got people like Valkyrie. That motherfucker is 34 years old, still no family. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I've been watching too much WestJet. Sorry about that. You can be whatever age you want. You go, girl. That being said, my God, if I was a 34-year-old woman and my family wasn't started yet, I'd be freaking the fuck out. That's just me, though. You don't got to live your life by my rules. I'm just saying, me, as a 32-year-old man, I'm like, God damn, bro, where the fuck is my kid? But I can have a kid till I'm like 50, 60. But damn, bro, those eggs are going to be drying up, not just for her, but for women in general. What a stressful life that must be. Anyways, Cenat earned somewhere between 5 and 8 million. Is that not a number that just you want to puke from? Minimum off of a Mafiathon 3. What is Mafiathon 3? Well, that's where streamers do mediocre content for a prolonged period of time and viewers pay oodles of cash for it. Yes, the old subathon. And I know a lot about a subathon as well. I have a great car clip from one of my subathons. Oh, man. Standing on business. I mean everything I say in that clip. Great clip. Regardless, he made $6 to $8 million, and then he did from streaming. The last time he was live was 3 months ago. And I'm sure Rakai and Rasian Boy and the W community and the AMP squad are lost without him. But I want to get down to some serious shit right here. Enough shit talk, enough immaturity, enough memes. I want to talk about this pretty damn seriously. Cenat put out a video called I Quit. And in this video, I Quit, he's obviously baiting the title because he wants attention. He does. I mean, he's a streamer. He was groomed by this platform. And his brain is now wired to needing attention all the fucking time. And a lot of streamers are like this. Mizkif is also another streamer like this where he became so obsessed with himself, so obsessed with the culture, so obsessed with the clicks, the community, the laughs, the instant reaction, the instant gratification, that it kind of led him towards his own demise. And regardless of what my opinion is on Mizkif, I wish earlier in his career, I wish earlier in his life, he could have gained some introspective on the path he was headed down and perhaps corrected his course before it led him to where he is today, which is unfortunate. I don't like wishing misfortune upon anybody. But it would be nice if people could realize their errors before they happen. And Kai Cenat put out a video called I Quit. Now, a lot of people are shitting on him. And don't get me wrong, I shit him on a little bit too. He had this whole schizoing the fuck out because he watched like 10 episodes of Naruto and he was like, oh my God, can you believe the animes? It talks about deep, meaningful shit. I thought it was all for pedophiles. He didn't say it like that. But a lot of people are starting to get up on the old anime is good type of thing, which is like, damn. I remember when I was a kid, and even like 2 years ago, bro, I always been getting shit on for watching anime and playing gacha games, but now it's becoming cool. It's like, fuck me, bro. I've been getting on shit for 17 years for just liking anime. This must be how black people feel. Like, people hate me for just existing, bro. Like, just let me watch anime in peace. Anyways, although in 2026, I think white people are getting the most shit on the internet, but that's besides the point. Kai Cenat is a guy who put out a video called I Quit. And in this video, he says how he's going to stop overthinking, how he's going to work on bettering himself. And a lot of people were shitting on him for this. And I am in the firm belief that any person who is in the process of bettering themselves, you are retarded if you are trying to hate on a man, trying to make the most of his life. If you are hating on a man who is trying to do the right thing, if you are hating a man who's truly trying to work on himself. Frogan is a fat, ugly piece of shit. And I will shit on her daily. But if her fat ass were to ever make it for the gym, I would be the first person to give her a round of applause. My buddy Shinya was 400 plus pounds. And the moment he got into the gym, nothing but love, nothing but support. Now, I shit on him a lot for being a fat fuck because it's important. The reason why I got into the gym, this isn't how it works for everybody, but I got into the gym because I got shit on so hard for being fat. I was like, fuck it, man, I gotta lose some weight. It was the best decision I ever made. Taking this break is also one of the best decisions I've ever made. I'm able to recollect my thoughts, recalibrate where I want to be, and formulate a game plan on where I want to go and how I'm gonna fucking do it. A lot of that has involved a lot of meditation. A lot of that has involved a lot of gymming, and a lot of that has involved a lot of reading. You know, Kai Cenat put out a little video where he said he too has started reading. And he made a second channel called Kai's Mind where he was reading books. And when he didn't know a word, he would Google it. And people would shit on him because like, oh, bro, are you so fucking dumb? You don't even know these words? Motherfucker, this ain't math. If you understand that 2 plus 2 equals 4, then you can probably understand that 3 plus 3 equals 6, or maybe even 4 plus 4 equals 8. Because when you learn a foundation of math, it gives you the fundamentals to understand things that you were not taught. However, in this world, new words are being made constantly. One of the words he didn't know was spontaneity. That is absolutely okay. That's fine. It's not a word that's regularly used in this language. How the fuck am I supposed to know what lit means? How the fuck am I supposed to know what these gay dudes at Starbucks are saying when they say, yes, girl, slay? What the fuck does that mean? Does that mean you want a girl to go kill somebody? No, it means like, yes, girl, good for you. You can't know words if you've never heard them. And I'll be real, when your entire gimmick is just spamming W and L in the chat and saying the N-word, I'm not really surprised when someone doesn't know what spontaneity means, or one of the other words that he didn't fucking know. I didn't really watch too many of the videos, but I just have to understand the core premise. Kai is a guy where his entire life has been content, instant gratification, and I'll be real, low intellect humor and content. It is. I mean, I'm sorry. And, you know, motivational speeches from random celebrities. He's reading a book called, I believe it's called Atomic Habits. And he is going through that and trying to read 20 minutes a day. Good for him. I don't know why anybody is trying to shit on this man when he realizes he's not where he wants to be. He's not who he wants to be. And now he's taking the steps to be there. You can mock this. You can mock personal growth, or you can join him in this journey. One of the most gratifying things in my life is when I did Camp Canute, when I was a ugly fat fuck, well, more of an ugly fat fuck. Seeing the other people in my community who also join me in the gym is one of my favorite things I've ever seen. People who have come up to me in conventions and said, "I lost 100 pounds because of your content." I love that. I do. And I just wanted to say, and I know it's very popular to hate on Cenat, and I know the hate train, brings a lot of gravy. And to be honest, I think there is a lot of things that you could hate on Cenat for. One of those, for example, is where the fuck's that school in Africa? Second of all, the preferential treatment he gets on Twitch. Third of all, being clip-chimped over and over and over again and going at the wrong people. But now he's trying to fix this, and good for him. So Cenat, I'll let you know, I went out and I got the same book as you, Atomic Habits, and I plan on reading this before I come back to streaming. I'm going to read the entire thing. It's only around 200-300 pages, should be easy. I can honestly probably crush this in a day, but I really want to absorb it, and I find it very interesting because I like understanding how media and how the content people consume affects them. I love when people watch an anime and it says it means a lot to them, because I like to watch that anime and then kind of understand, oh, that's why I did that. I understand not a lot of streamers read, so I picked it up today at my local Barnes & Nobles, and I'm going to give it a shot, and I'll give my thoughts on if it's a good book or not. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. New York Times bestseller. Very excited to read this. I would like to raise you of a great book that I actually love myself, which is Marcus Aurelius Meditations. Great fucking book, whatever version you get, it's amazing. Or you can go online and listen to the audiobook. That's good too. I think Marcus Aurelius is a fucking genius. Which I have I ordered a bust of him. I actually have him on Corinthian pillar. Love this guy. Great teachings, great words, great wisdom. And it's very impressive that a man who's died a long time ago, people are still using his teachings today. I think that's beautiful. I picked up some other books along the way, but reading was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Now, my family has, although I can't really get a clear answer on this, I believe my family has a history of dementia. I can't really get a clear answer because I don't really talk to any member of my family anymore besides my brother. And that's okay. But, I'd rather make sure my brain is going to good use, so reading every now and then is great. But I could make this video longer, but I've been inspired to make another video about pain and how you can use that to your advantage, which I'll probably do that right now. So I'll keep this video short, but I just want to leave it at this. Just fuck off. There's a lot of things that you can shit on Kai for. Don't shit on him for trying to grow himself. I think that'll be great. Now, do I think that Kai is going to be responsible for, or is responsible for making streaming a worse place? In my opinion, yeah. I mean, indirectly. I don't think he meant to do it. But I do feel like how streaming culture is now is actually worse than how it used to be. I think the barrier to entry is insane. Everybody's doing this content that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to do and trying to replicate what he does because it worked. But he can't really control that. And he's going to go off to Hollywood anyway, so who cares? We'll see many Cenat wannabes in the future. But I just miss when streaming was about, I like this guy. This is cool. I'm going to listen to him talk and maybe play some video games. And now it's, oh my God, did you see Nicki Minaj shake ass on Jason the Ween stream? Oh my God. That's why they're the best streamer, because they know the most celebrity. I just fucking don't care. I really don't care. Streaming is, to me, and always will be, I like this person. I'd love to hear their opinion. Maybe I agree. Maybe I disagree. I just like hearing people's thoughts, and I enjoy their general vibe while they play the games that I like. That's pretty much all I want in a streamer. I like seeing people I like do the things that I like. But that's it. Regardless, let's let Kai continue on his path to some form of intellectual or spiritual awakening. And I encourage you guys to maybe do your own. Get in the gym, read a book, and drink more water. Those three things will drastically improve your life. And if you disagree, that's okay. I'm just a bald retard on the internet. Love you guys very much. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.